Kamen Rider! Back!
What's up, you guys? Kamen Rider fan freaks coming at you today with another figure review, and today we are taking a look at another Kamen Rider Kuuga Figure Rise Standard model kit, and this is the model kit of his Titan form. And of course, you guys know I'm Godzilla fan freaks also. You know, again, shout out to Nick Adams from the Monster Report for helping me with my video editing and my acting and my intro for these Kamen Rider videos and stuff like that. Thank you again, brother. Nick, you've just been a really great friend, you know, helping myself, helping ZillaFan85 with our projects, thumbnails, etc. We really appreciate your time and your efforts and just your overall hard work. You know, I never want to take away from anything he's working on or his family time, so I always tell Nick there's no rush on anything. You know, I'll get out figure reviews as I get them out. You know, I'm never in any rush, but I also appreciate his help and his assistance with things. You know, it helps make my videos stand out a little bit more, because like I've said in my last Kaiju Chill O'Clock video, you guys can tell when Nick helps me with a thumbnail versus when I do my own thumbnails. My thumbnails suck. They are very bare bones, basic, and yeah. But that is the limit of what I am able to do on my end with my editing versus what Nick's able to do on his end. So always appreciate your help, Nick. And again, thank you for your video editing and thumbnail editing skills. Appreciate them a lot. And I know Michael, ZillaFan85, does also. You are a great friend, Nick. I owe you like 6 steaks when you come back into Tucson town. But anyway, let's dive right on into this figure review, you guys. You guys know how the model kits go. It's not really color. It's more of plastic and color separation. But let's just dive right on into it with color applications. So, again, these model kits, they're on runners. If you've ever built a Gundam model kit or if you've built Kamen Rider model kits, you know what I'm talking about. You know, you're clipping every piece off of a runner, and all of those runners are separate, different colors. So we got golds, we got purples, we got silvers, we got blacks going on here for Kamen Rider Kuuga in his Titan form. Just to give you guys an overview again of Kamen Rider Kuuga, during his battles, Kamen Rider Kuuga is able to morph into different versions of himself to be able to adapt to whoever he's fighting. And his Titan form here, he has a very nice, you know, purple color that he takes, and he's very strong, he's very powerful. You know, he gets a sword. He actually gets a couple of swords that he can wield. I only have him with one sword just because I think it looks better. The double swords, it's a little bit much. But still, really nice color separation. Again, I love the Kuuga helmet design. I love the horns, the purple eyes, and you guys know purple's my favorite color. So this is probably my favorite version of Kuuga just because of the purple. It just looks great. But all the golds, silver for the mouthpieces, again, black for his undersuit. You know, you got silver and gold and another translucent, you know, purple piece for his belt. You know, gold, purple, little bit of red, you know, but that is all decal stickers on the sword. Again, his little kneecap armor pieces look really good. His ankle bracelets, ankle guards, whatever you want to call them, look good. Overall, really good color separation for this guy. Just looks fantastic. He does come with different types of hands, but just like my last Kamen Rider Kuuga review, again, all that changes. You got chopping hands, you have fist hands, you have open hands, like gripping hands. You know, he has all the basic hands that like an SH Figure Arts would come with. Detail-wise, again, I love the head sculpt. I love the way the eyes always look. They just look great. All the detailing in the mouthpiece. A lot of detailing and etched in on his shoulders and his chest of like all the ancient symbols and everything like that. And that goes front and back. And again, those are not decals. That is actually etched into the plastic mold. So really, really nice. All the detailing in his belt. Sword looks good. Again, just all his armor pieces. You know, you get a little bit of muscle tone in there as well. But just overall, looks great. Again, he has the purple translucent effect stuck on his foot for when he does his rider kick, you know. Just like his signature move, you know. He kicks a person using his rider kick, and then they get a symbol on their chest, and then they explode. That's like a rider tradition, because even Kamen Rider Black had the same thing. As soon as he used his rider kick on somebody, they just caught fire, and then it just exploded or disintegrated. But really good detail all the way around. Articulation, similar, you know, he can look left, he can look right, he can look down, he can look up. Not really too far up just because of the way the neck mold is. Again, a lot of that kind of gets in the way, so he can more or less just look straight forward, but he can kind of look up, just not very much. Again, you have articulation here for his shoulder pads, which also help with his range of motion at the shoulder. He has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ball joints at the wrist, so you can move those around and rotate them as you see fit. Ab crunch, which you can get nice, you know, forward backward motion out of, side to side, and then of course you can turn him. Legs kick forward very, very nicely, kick back only ever so far, because again, the mold of his butt cheek, you know, gets in the way. I did forget to do this on the last review, but you can he can do the splits very, very well. So you can bend them outwards that way. He does have thigh swivels as well. I forgot to point that out on the last review. Shows you how rusty I am. Double jointed knees, very, very nice. Ankles, downward, upward, very nicely. You can get a little bit of a pivot out of them, twist them, and then he does also have toe articulation. So really good points of articulation. Again, you're looking about the same as an SH Figure Arts figure, but in my opinion, better, because for some reason, model kit joints, they're more solid, they're more stiff, they hold the poses better. I've never really ran across loose joints when building a model kit. And if you ever do run across loose joints while building a model kit, it's even easier to fix that problem, because again, you're putting these joints together. You're putting this whole figure together piece by piece. So you're able to, if you need to, get like whether it's nail polish or whatever you want into the joint to help make it thicken it, stiffen it up, however you want to do it. So really, really good. You know, the only problem that I've ran into this one is this gripping hand for the sword likes to pop out pretty easily. So I try not to mess with it too much. And again, I'm not removing the sword from his hand, because it being a model kit, it's like a whole process. You can slide this one in and out, thankfully, but normally you have to dismantle the whole hand in order to get his weapons in and out. So it is nice, though, that the sword slides in and out of the hand. As far as scaling and sizing goes, you guys, he does size in well with other, you know, Kamen Rider model kits. You know, he's in that 6-inch scale, so you don't necessarily have to worry too much about him not sizing in with like SH Figure Arts or anything like that. Again, the model kits are the way to go, in my opinion, too, because the Kamen Rider Kuuga SH Figure Arts figures are like crazy expensive. See, look, See how easily you can dismantle though, and then you can get in there and like fix joints however you want. And then you just plug it back in, if it'll go. Sometimes you got to get it at just the right angle. There we go. And then there you go. Boom. And see, look, just like that, fiddling with all that, took his leg apart, and boom, he stands perfectly. Again, the Kamen Rider model kits are the way to go if you want Kamen Rider figures. Of course, it's nice to get a figure right out of the box, start messing with it. You know, it's already together. You don't have to put it together or anything like that. But you know what? The building experience and stuff like that is actually fun. So take my word for it. And it's a lot cheaper to pick these up for 25, 30 bucks versus SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider figures, which can be like $70 to possibly $100, you know, if not more, depending on the rarity and stuff. So, yeah. And again, he'll size in well with anything in the 6-inch scale. So without further ado, you guys, we are Kamen Rider fan freaks. Hope you enjoyed today's figure review. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Atomic blast that like button. Atomic blast that notification bell. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks on Facebook and Instagram. And without further ado, you guys are past the joke. We're Godzilla Fan Freaks. Hope you enjoyed today's figure review, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
Calling Monster Island. Calling Monster Island.